Excuse me, my fault.
Go ahead, David.
Hi, Coach. Congrats on the victory. Would you be able to speak on the offensive execution and the team shot selection tonight, scoring as many points as you did and shooting as well as you did?
Well, it helps when you make shots, right? The first half, we shot it at a very high percentage shot, just 62% from three. That always helps. But yeah, I thought we did a great job with our execution. Only having, I think, 9 turnovers was big. And we've got, talented offensive players, and we had a lot of them play at a high level tonight.
Alec?
Hey, Coach, congrats on the victory. So is there anything specific with the Wings? Because like we had the double overtime win, and then you guys had that gauntlet high scoring 107-92 game that they won. You just talk about what they do against you guys that makes the matchup so special.
Yeah, they've been complete, just down to the wire. We were just saying we were glad it didn't go to overtime because it feels like every time we play them, it's headed that way. Yeah, in this league, you match up against different teams and they present different challenges, just like you do for them. For whatever reason, besides that first game that we played against them, we've had some really battles, to be quite honest. And I'm just so proud of our group having 4 games and 6 nights. And, we had lost 2 in a row. I was really pleased how we played tonight. I think in the third early, we got up 18 and they made a big push. And at the end of the third, I believe they had cut it to 2. And, we didn't hang our heads or go sideways at all. And we made a little push at the end of the third to kick it back up to 5 or 7. But yeah, just overall, a great win. And now, we can regroup here a little bit.
And then my other question was Kalea and let's see here. Oh, and Howard, they both were scoring at elite clips tonight. Can you just talk about how that battle was from the distance?
Yeah, they've got a tough matchup with Howard at the 4. She shot 17 free throws. That always helps. And then, Kai getting another 30 points. I think she leads the league in that, which is awesome. Credit to her. I thought she had some pop again tonight, and she was attacking, getting downhill, but big time pass from DT to make one more to get Kyle wide open 3 in that corner and kind of knock it down.
Steven?
Hey, Coach, you all came into today, I think, second in points per possession and or second in points on average per game from ATOs. Can you just kind of speak to the execution that your team has in those particular contexts of the offensive flow?
Yeah, you mentioned it. We play in flow a lot, so our half court sets are evolving. Like I just hit on, we've got a talented group, and between Coach Tolliver and myself, we like to move people around, and it's an opportunity to take a deep breath for our group and come out and execute. And we had some really good looks tonight coming out, but I'll give our players credit for paying attention and locking into those situations.
And one more quick one for you. You talked about moving players around. Just looking at your general half court offensive possessions today, you all moved a lot of the help around, creating driving lanes for Natasha, Kalia, and then opening up space for BG in the post. Could you just kind of speak to what you're seeing from that particular dynamic of your group and just kind of where it's evolving to?
Yeah, I've kind of mentioned it. This is our 10th game with BG, and so we're trying to find a balance of having her on the perimeter and in the post. And the way that Nick and our front office kind of built this team is we wanted shooters at the 4, and obviously with Beck and Soph, they kind of help spread the floor. And BG has bought into her pick and roll angles, and it's allowed us to get downhill, and that's really given our guards freedom. And but there's a balance, right? We need to throw it down there to BG at times, and our players understand that, and they know how important it is.
Josh?
Good evening, Coach. How you doing? You guys are
Josh.
2-2 in this condensed schedule here. What impressed you about your team's mental fortitude during this packed stretch?
Yeah, I'm just really impressed. You know, that Indiana loss was probably, if you were to ask our group, the toughest loss of the season, just because as far as just execution down the stretch, we were up 7 with 3.5 to go. You know, those are games with a veteran group you want to get. So that one hurt. You go into the next night, kind of beat up with players out, and you know, probably the first time that we've kind of questioned what we were doing down the stretch. And we battled against Connecticut, and you know, we've struggled on the road. And for us to come out and compete at the level that we did tonight, I think shows a level of maturity. And you know, I'm excited about the second half of the season.
We're gonna end with one more from David.
Hi, Coach. How does playing all of these close games affect the team going into the second half of the season here?
Well, these are good reps, right? We've kind of talked about we're behind a lot of these teams when it comes to going through things. You know, that execution of into game plays, and last 2 minutes, we need a bucket. What are we going to go to? So all these opportunities are going to help us moving forward.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Yeah, Dave went down.
That takes us to the but the whiteboard.